What's going on, everybody? We are live today. Gonna be doing something kind of different, a little bit special for you guys, hopefully. We're gonna play some Star Citizen, and hopefully this will be the start of kind of a little series where we basically go through and we live stream, we chat about the game, we chat about what's gone on during the week, and we do some crazy stuff. So, let's get underway. It's probably just going to be me for a while, by the way. This is Wally. Buff doesn't exactly have the game yet. Hey, viewer, welcome to the stream. The plague of my life. Loading screens. Actually, that's not true. Lag would be more like the plague of my life. Loading screens I can live with. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. So we got 3 people hanging out with us currently. Now, the whole object about today's stream is going to be just chilling out, playing some Star Citizen, having fun, talking about the game, what's gone on during the development in the last week, and just seeing what's going on. Having some fun, taking you guys on some tours if you've never seen the game before. Come on. So entertaining. Usually my computer doesn't take this long to load. Here we go. All right. What do we got going on today? Well, we're on Port Olisar, if anyone doesn't know. I think I'm going to go into my civvies for a little bit. Thought I heard someone else walking around out here. We got our Big Benny's machine. Well, that's not ours, but maybe someday we'll have one. So who all that's watching has actually ever played Star Citizen? What do you guys kind of want to do today? Do you want to, do some dogfighting, do some missions? Do you want to explore the stations a little bit? What you thinking?
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
Well, doodle what you want to do then. By the way, hello viewer, welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. We're just hanging out, doing some Citizen. Dogfighting, huh? Alright, well, we can look at doing some dogfighting. We'll pull out the same ship we did here the other day.
Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
I didn't realize what launch platform that was on. That's okay. Should be able to get it. Throw my suit back on. Maybe. There we go. Alright. Oh, by the way, oh, sweet, I got my sniper back? This is what I look like. That's my armor. And for anyone that's interested in getting this armor, I can take you out and I can show you where to get it. Because you can't get this one in Area 18 or on Port Olisar. You gotta go out to the pirate station Grim Hex. And I can also show you the quick and easy way to get to Grim Hex. Pretty simple stuff, really, once you know the trick. Make sure I'm restocked. Let's get out of this airlock. Alrighty. That's going to be landing pad 7. Oh yeah, you can actually read the read everything exactly like you would at an airport. It's pretty fun. It's pretty well put together. And there she is. My Anvil Super Hornet. Beast of a machine. Hopefully all the guns run and function today, and we can have some fun. Now, I did just get a flight stick, so I'm going to probably try and use that for a little bit for the dogfight. I'm not necessarily going to be the best with it. Matter of fact, I might just say to hell with the flight stick for right now.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Alright, so we'll take a look in here. Seem to be good to go. View's a little restricted in this gear. That is true. Maybe a different flight suit would help that out a little bit. We got our weapons computer here going. Got that. Got all our missiles. Full on fuel. Alright, we're good to go.
Takeoff complete. Landing request approved.
And we're going to go do some ICC missions.
Raised.
Because why not? That's the best way to make credits in this game. At least as it sits right now. And that'll have some dogfighting involved with it. So, let's go. Here goes the jump.
Quantum travel, engage.
By the way, for any of you who don't know, quantum travel, it isn't sort of teleporting me from one location to another. I just move really, really fast across that distance. So the distance is literally there, but I just travel very fast across it.
I'm the eyes behind all the ICC scan probes in the area. What these little guys see, I see. Which, yes, means I can totally see you. Right now. Anyway, there was actually a reason to why I commed. I'm sort of not allowed to leave my post. Important jump point scanning and all. So, I was hoping you might be able to help me with something. If you have a second, could you check out these coordinates? Scans are saying something's there, but can't ID it.
Quantum travel, engage.
Excuse me today. Alright, there's the light we gotta go for. There she is in all her glory. Good. Front turrets are working. Good, good, good. Damn, I look cool. Jared, what's going on? We're just having some fun, playing some Star Citizen. Oh, there we go.
You chose
Contact.
the wrong part of space to fly through. Run and you die. Fight and you die.
Whoop. Gotta be careful not to black out here. That instance was gonna red out because I turned down. I hit him. That's not good. Got him.
Destroyed.
I always do this. I always lose where I'm going. I hear the beep, but I can't see the beep. Well, no buff today, by the way, Jared. It's just going to be some Wally for now. Where the hell's my... Oh, there it is! I must have stared at that a few times there. Alright, here we go. And yeah, we'd certainly have you as a friend. Just hit us up in our Discord channel and we'll get in there and hang out with you guys. Ah, Trevette, you're never late.
Thank God.
Hey man, I hear you. I accidentally started streaming in this channel and I can't really alt tab during this game to fix that, so sorry. Yeah, man, hit us both up on PSN. Absolutely. You know, our names are the exact same as that, and just send us a little message and say, hey, it's Jared from the stream, and that way we know who we're talking to, and we'll be sure to hit you up. By the way, Dragon, I am having a fantastic day. Figured we'd hang out, play some Star Citizen, talk about the game a little bit with you guys. If you have any questions, comments, anything you want to see. Mainly what I plan on using this stream for is just going to be hanging out and talking about Star Citizen and everything that's happened in the last week. Alright, we're good. Close enough. Go stop this annoying beeping sound. Awesome. Where to go? Sounds like my alarm clock.
To those who find this,
the path worth taking. I am glad that I can be part of your story too. Share it well. And safe travels.
Oh, that sounds like an unfortunate accident.
With you right now,
What?
but stick around, and it's gonna change.
Crap. Pirates!
Tessa here. Appreciate you looking into that scan for me. Between me and you, I had been hoping we might discover a new life form, like a sentient rock or something. But what you found was pretty neat too.
Aerospace. All systems online. Bogey.
We got a random person that's showing up here. We'll give him a hand. He's got 2 fighters on him now since I was here. Let's have some fun and launch a missile at this guy, shall we? Missile cam! That missile just decided to keep going. Not sure why, but... No, the target that I was after might have very well died.
Always got something to prove, don't ya?
Lock. Check fire. Shields charged.
Oh! I don't know what the hell just happened. I think that guy shot me. I think that guy shot me. Huh. Come on. Come on, game. My PC might be running a tad sluggish from having to stream this as well, so. We gonna respawn? We gonna come back to life at all? This is particularly bad. Oh, it still shows me out here floating in space. Alright. We're gonna do this. Gonna go back to the main menu and then jump back in. Wally, you've been played. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Right, I'm going along. I'm like, yeah, I'll give this guy a hand. Next thing I know, I think he shoots me. That was nice of him, wasn't it? So, anyways, news in the Star Citizen front. For any of you who haven't heard, 3.0 has been pushed by a couple of weeks. I think we're now looking in the start of September. It's not too horrible of a push, but once again, you know, CIG has pushed us. So, we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, you know, 3.0 is planning on bringing out some pretty awesome stuff. It should start to implement item 2.0 into the ship features. It should, it's going to bring us planetary landing. That's going to be one of the big things. We're going to have 3 moons around Crusader here that we can land on. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. It's going to be pretty epic. I can't wait to bring my first craft in and touch it down on the surface of a planet and just see how that goes. It's going on, viewers? So yeah, guys, if you ever have any questions or if you want to see me do anything in particular in this game, just throw it there in the live chat, and we'll go have some fun and do that. So, in the meantime, I want you all to pay very close attention to this book and learn the life lesson that it has to give, because it's actually pretty epic. And if you think about it, it's so true. Everything I know about dogfighting, I learned from my fish tank. Kinda epic, that. Okay. Back at Port Olisar. What was this one? Opening soon. I never noticed that before. Wonder what's gonna be here. For release. What strut are we on? Strut Delta. Okay. Oh, come on, doors.
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue. To prevent traffic, we ask that all
Okay, for at least 5 minutes, make all the game sounds. You really want me to do that? Alright. Here. I'm going to go out into space, and I'm going to mute everything. Because unlike this game, space is silent. Actually, there's a bit of lore behind that one as well, by the way, guys. The whole principle in this game as to why you can hear sound is, in space anyway, is that you have a set of sensors and speakers in your suit that try to replicate the environment around you. That way you actually can hear. So, that's what's going... Oop, don't go into the airlock without a suit. You will die. See that nice little warning? It seriously means it. You will die if you go into... if you... Not into atmosphere, but... You will die if you go into space without a suit. Bill Gates, yeah, I got a decent selection of ships. Most of the ones that I've actually got, I cannot use. But I've got a Retaliator, Gladiator, F7C, F7CM, a couple of Argos, Cutlass Black, got my Merlin, got Starfarer and Starfarer Gemini, X85, M50, Aurora MRs. So, a lot of those are on a loaner platform. So that's why I've got those, but especially odd duplicates like that, like the F7C and the F7CM are kind of a odd duplicate setup. And then 2 Aurora MRs. I don't actually own an Aurora MR, and I got a loaner for something for it. Dragon, I must have missed your question. I'm sorry. I would tab over and make sure to read up it, but I can't really alt-tab in this game as it sits right now. The game will freak out.
Is, do you nut quickly as me on that sexy-ass black screen?
Oh man, the black screen is love, the black screen is life, let me tell you. Same thing, my fleet is $3,000+. It is so many. Oh yeah, all the loaners. You got more ships than I do, I'm sure, especially with a fleet like that. And if you have a Javelin, I'm super jealous. The Javelin is the ship that I want to own someday. But as it sits right now, I think I'll be happy with my Polaris, and I guess I'll just have to live with it, right? Earn the Javelin in game. Probably the last real big ship that I'm going to pick up, though, is going to be the, I want to pick up a Hull E, believe it or not, so. Okay.
Come in, random ship.
Yes, yes, random ship here.
Hi, welcome to the neighborhood. reporting in. I'm the
It's
eyes
Wondrouswally,
behind all the
once
ICC
again,
scan
at your
rooms
service.
in the area.
Hopefully not going to meet some scrub who's going to blow him up every time he helps.
Which, yes, means I can totally see you. Right now.
Can you show off the exploration in this game?
There was actually a reason to why I commed. I'm sort
It
of
might
not
be a
allowed
little
to leave my
difficult right
post.
now, but
Scanning and all. So I was hoping you might be able to help me.
here, let me show you guys.
Second.
So,
Check out these coordinates. Scans are
that
saying
planet
something's
right there is
but I can't
Crusader.
see it.
All right, Crusader is orbiting Stanton, which is the name of the star. This is the Stanton system. All right, so there's the nearest star. That's Stanton. Now, exploration is going to be a little bit hard to show off in this game as its current build because there's not really anything to explore or find. We're going to start to get some of that when 3.0 comes out. But if you take a look here, and I pull up my nav computer to show me all the jump points that are available currently, you've got all these different jump points spread out throughout the system. And the ICC missions like to jump you around to different areas as well. Now, all these different jump points I can go to, and I can, you know, kind of take a look around. As far as exploration, if you've never been to Grim Hex, I highly suggest it. Trevette was to Grim Hex yesterday. What'd you think of it? Besides being a laggy pirate station.
Too spooky.
Too spooky? Yeah, so it's like Star Citizen Prison at this point. Alright, but anyways, let's go see if we can give this kind person a hand. So, you'll notice here, I've got a fuel counter, and that fuel counter is currently going down. That's my quantum fuel. If I hit 0, I'm dead in the water with that sucker. So, probably within a mission or two, depending upon the percentage of how much my fuel's going to get used up here, we are going to have to go to we're going to have to go to one of the refueling stations. I'm not familiar with that error code for trying to register an account. Hey, if you are trying to register an account, though, you should totally use my referral code. It'll get you about 5,000 in-game credits. We aren't sure how much that's going to be. I think it currently equates out to be about $5, but it'll significantly help me in the future if you guys wind up using that and maybe even sharing that around with your friends. I'd greatly appreciate it. 3.0 is going to be the next big step for Star Citizen. It's going to totally change up the game, you know. Your button systems inside the cockpits are going to be different. You'll have control over individual aspects of your ships. Planetary landing is going to be coming out. It's going to be pretty epic. I am so looking forward to it.
You chose the wrong part of
Nine
space
Tails
to fly
Aurora.
through.
Why the PC decides to do this and stick an Aurora against a Super Hornet, I don't know. But we'll take advantage of that.
Run
You know what?
and die, fight and
Let's have some fun and show you guys the missile camera. I hit him! He's still flying uncontrollably here. Come on, buddy. Just admit that you're defeated. There he is.
Shields charging.
3.0 was scheduled for release about halfway through August. However, with recent updates, that has been postponed. We are now looking towards the start of September for when 3.0 should be released. Be aware, this may get pushed again. Unfortunately, that's just kind of a habit that CIG tends to have. They like to add things to patches and push it. We'd have probably had 3.0 now if they hadn't kept adding shit, but I suppose that's a question for neither here nor there. I just noticed. I got some damage on my nose. That's not good. Got a little bit of yellow going on here. All right, we'll go repair and refuel and whatnot after this. Have a good one, Dragon. Hey, Treve, you want to do me a favor?
What'd it do?
Throw up my referral code in the chat. You can find it in the video description on either of the two Star Citizen videos that have launched. I need to get like a little overlay, don't I, that says, hey, use my referral code. Haha! Now we're back here with the annoying alarm clock again. Yeah, see, so even though we're in the vacuum of space, we can still technically hear sounds because our suit has speakers and it's replicating the environmental noises around us so that we can sort of know what's going on. Come on. Snooze!
Hey, Jenny, think you could head on back and whip us up a cup of something hot? I'm about to pass out. Got a contact. Multiples. Let's see what the ridges say. Not coming up. Forget the drink. I need you on shield now!
Well, that doesn't sound good. Damn pirates, anyway.
Tessa here. Appreciate you looking into that scan for me. Between me and you, I had been hoping we might discover a new life form.
Like a sentient rock.
But what you found is pretty neat too.
Come on! Spin us around. Gotta go back to ICC. Oh, there's a asteroid in the way of me and ICC. Ooh, gotta be careful not to hit that. Do I dare jump right now? I will probably explode on a rock if I jump. Let's do it.
Travel engaged.
Jumping out of an asteroid field never advised! Holy crap, we made it. Trevette can tell you about that mishap yesterday. I jumped out of an asteroid field in a Starfarer and we blew up mid-quantum leap.
Thanks for looking into that for me. Really helpful.
I don't see this referral link.
In the, on the Friday dogfight video, it should be right there in the description.
I see.
Hey, you busy?
No, I'm not busy. I'm out here just for a reason.
It's coming from these coordinates. You should help if you can.
Which quantum fuel's that going to take? 18% of my quantum fuel, and I only got 17% left, and a little bit of nose damage. Do I go out and do I refill? Cryastro service. Oh, is there a closer Cryastro? That's a Cryastro. Oh, that's 11. What is this Cryastro? I can't read it. Oh, 10. So that one's technically closer. I think. 609,000 kilometers versus 632,000 kilometer. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and hit up this distress beacon. I think we should be okay. God, this always looks so cool. All right. Where are we at here? Right, giant rocks. Let's do this. Decouple my ship.
Mayday! Mayday! We are under attack! Please help!
Let's couple back up.
Bogey.
If you know what's good for you, you'll stay out of this.
Lock.
Oh boy! Don't get hit by my own missile.
Field secured.
Oh god, what the hell is that thing anyway? Oh, it's a Gladius. Ooh, shit.
Fields charged.
I gotta be careful with this guy. Pirate Gladiuses actually have a pretty decent weapon loadout, and if I let him get on my 6, or if I let him get me in his sights, is a ballistic weapon. So, oh, sweet, got him. That was easy. Ballistic weapons in this game circumvent shields.
Thank you for helping
Energy
me.
weapons absorb shields, so
Someday I'll be able to return the
ballistic
favor.
is limited to ammo count, meaning you gotta be more mindful of your ammo, but you'll circumvent shields. So, you know, sometimes it has its bonuses.
Is that ship in trouble? I mean, space is dangerous, but it's good to know that there are people like you out there too.
Now, just to clarify, that code won't give you a copy of Star Citizen,
That last distress call.
but it'll definitely help me out.
Aft proximity alert.
Aft proximity alert? What? There's nothing behind me. What are you smoking, computer lady? Where'd it go? There it is. Come on, you gonna give me my next mission? Really doesn't want to give me my mission, does she? Come on.
Hey, you busy?
Thanks.
There's a DB blinking like crazy on my screen. Here, I sent you the location. If you take a look, it's a win-win. They get help, and I get to stop hearing the damn thing go beep, beep, beep every freaking second. Oh, and DB stands for Distress Beacon, by the way.
Ho!
Because I realized I might be the only one who calls them DB.
Ho!
Feel free to start using it.
That sucker is 31% of my quantum fuel away. Alright? I only have 48% of my quantum fuel left. If I make that jump, I literally will not make it back. We're going to Cryastro. Everything seems so much farther away now. Alright, here we go.
Quantum travel, engage.
Repair, maybe rearm, depending upon how much that costs, because, you know, missiles in this game cost a shit ton.
Quantum travel complete.
Hey, traveler. Thanks for stopping by Cryastro. The Empire's repair, refuel, and restocking one-stop solution. Don't get caught on the drift. How about a refill of quantum fuel?
That's what I'm here for.
Landing gear deployed. Landing request approved. Autopilot engaged.
So, aside from running around doing missions, maybe doing a little bit of dogfighting and things like that, does anybody have anything that they'd actually like to see in this game? Repair's going to be 180, Quantum's going to be 1,000, and Restock's going to be 900. Hell, let's do it all.
Checked our inventory, and we're stocked for all your repairs. Stand by.
Woo! Crazy little droids. Odd whirly birds that I don't understand how they stabilize.
Beginning fueling.
Cool. Alright, we're good to go.
Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
Quantum travel, engaged.
Oh, we got two blinking lights. Last time it was this one, though. So because I still gotta finish binding keys to my flight stick, we're gonna use the flight stick right now. So hopefully it's not this one, and it's actually this one. I'm pretty sure it should be this guy, and not this guy, if memory serves me correct. But anyways, like for miners, it's going to be the job to find like these asteroid pockets and come out and mine them and do different things like that. So that'll be pretty cool. Mining's going to get implemented here in the next couple patches. No, you will not need Discord to play Battlefield 1 on PlayStation with Buff and Wally. We use the PlayStation Live party system. So you'll be good to go there. Couple back up. Expecting that pirate to jump in at any moment. Because, you know, I can never just... There he is.
Bogey.
Get out of here while you still can.
Ninetails Aurora. We ain't even going to waste a missile on you.
You projectiles have always got something to prove, don't ya?
There you go. I hit it again. Roars are a little bit slower than Super Hornets. Got him.
Shields charging.
Oh, where'd it go? Great, I've lost sight of the thing and now I can't find it. Okay, where the hell did I come in from? Oh, there it was. Aha! This slash is Star Citizen. This is what we're hanging out playing today. This has kind of become my, I'm thinking about doing this here as just kind of a permanent reoccurring stream. The Sunday Citizen Special, if you will. And, basically all it's going to be intended to do is hang out, talk about Star Citizen, give you an update on what's happened in the game during the course of the last week. And, explore the game and show you guys what it's all about, and if you're interested, get you in and have some fun, and if not, then it sure is a cool game to watch. It's just a cool game to look at. Where's the signal probe? There it is. No? The hell is it? Oh, there it is. I turned the wrong direction. Because there are 6 degrees of movement in space. Lo and behold, I went the wrong direction. Come on! Snooze!
Day 73.
Thank you.
Very excited to be coming up to Crusader. Ever since the jump point, I've been working out a rough schedule of what to visit. And by my estimation,
This one's creepy.
for 4 hours if I want to keep my schedule for the rest of the system. Oh, that's weird. Just got an alert that says an airlock was triggered. I swear, the new operating system is designed to not work with these older models. So, anyway, still undecided about whether to visit Hurston or not. Place is already kind of...
Kinda scary.
Moral of the story there, always trust your computer when it says an airlock has been triggered. And at least go give it a look. Even if it's not triggered, at least you looked.
Aerospace. All systems online.
Hey, thanks for the subscription there, Diddy. Means a lot.
Port proximity alert.
Oh, shut up, computer.
Forward proximity alert.
Your proximity alerts.
Proximity alert.
Yeah. Alright,
Proximity alert.
let's do this. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. We're gonna quantum jump out of this asteroid field.
Quantum travel engaged.
Here goes nothing! Oh, I guess I made it. Okay. That's pretty awesome. Pistol out of paper that shoots paper bullets.
Talk about good timing. I just got a call. Here.
Did you now?
Help! I need help, please!
It's almost uncanny that. Ah, look at that.
Good.
We're only back up to where we were before we restocked.
I think you should go try to help. I mean, you don't have to.
Gotta love it.
You want, or whatever, but after hearing this, are you really not going to?
Nope, I'm not gonna help. 23% of my fuel. Yeah, I'll be alright.
Quantum travel engaged.
Hot damn, look at that range. This is a long jump. Yeah, no, I'll be alright. I'll have enough to get back. Hey everybody out there watching, I just wanted to take a quick moment and say thank you very much for bothering to stop by. Means a lot. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's good to have you with us. If you're a returning viewer but you aren't a subscriber, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell. That way you can keep up with the newest and the latest with all of Buff and Wally. I mean, you have already found your way back here, so you might as well, right? And if you're a brand new viewer, welcome to the stream. Even though it's first time, we are super glad to have you with us. And we hope that you enjoy yourself and have a good time. If you have anything you'd like to see or you want me to do, just let me know. And, excuse me, we'll be certain to try and oblige. You can always join us on our Discord channel. Trevette has the link for that being posted in the stuff every once in a while. And if you'd like to, you can also find us on Facebook and Twitter to keep up with everything that's going on.
For me. Thank you. I owe you for this.
Little dude just warped out. Okay. We are going to swing by... I'm going to go to Cryastro here. I'm going to go one of the two Cryastros here. That's Security Post Korea. There we go. 17% on that Cryastro. Oh crap! That was an asteroid! That's what I get for not paying attention while I'm flying, right? Holy crap. Okay. Where are we off to here? Cryastro Services. You hit the bell and you didn't get a message? Yeah, YouTube's kind of weird about that. They like to tweak up how everything goes. So for all I know, you could not get a message for live streams, but you could possibly get a message for videos? I don't know. YouTube likes to be weird. I don't quite understand it, but yeah, don't drink and fly. That is true.
Welcome to Cryastro Station. What can we do for you today? Got into a little scrape, huh? We can patch the damage up if you like.
Yes, yes, yes. Why do you think I come here?
Landing request approved. Autopilot engaged.
So, I got a question. Does anybody out there want to see a different ship? Do you want to see me do something different? Or are you happy with me running around doing ICC missions? We can go explore a couple places. I can show you around Alisar. I can show you around Grim Hex. I can show you around, well, hell, I mean, you name it. Kind of familiar with the area. Although I don't know how to get to Bennyhenge, Selin Crater, or the current Starfarer Rex, but, I mean, I got a Starfarer. I can explore. I want to learn how to get to Bennyhenge. If you want to see Bennyhenge, go check out my first Star Citizen video. We actually went on the pilgrimage to Benny
Looks like your
Henge.
ship's all full
So
up. You're clear to take off.
I will
Fly
learn
safe.
how to do it though for anyone that wants to join me on this game. Trevette wants to see the largest ship I've got. Alright, well, we can do that.
Landing gear raised.
Port Olisar is obstructed, apparently. Oh, that's obstructed, so I must not just be fast. Alright, so, give you guys a scope of how this game's going to be, alright? That's Crusader, alright? Right now, we can't even see any of Crusader's moons, because we're just on the wrong side of the planet from him. But Crusader has a surface area that I imagine someday will be explorable. Even though it's a gas giant, there are facilities actually on Crusader that facilitate shipbuilding. Crusader's lore is actually that of its shipbreaking yard, because the density of the atmosphere, it's real easy to build ships on it and get them into orbit off of Crusader. So that's why a lot of your bigger ships are there. Like they make the Bengal carriers there, and they make the lore in game. The Retribution is actually being made on Crusader as well. So eventually Crusader will be able to be explored. The moons. Let me take you out here and I'll show you.
Travel engaged.
This is one of the moons. This is Yella, along with the Yella asteroid field. And this is actually out here where Grim Hex is. But that moon's actually pretty decently sized. And we're going to be able to explore in 3.0 the entire surface of Yella. So that'll be kind of cool, I think, personally. That we can go down there and we can just start exploring. So that moon is going to be completely explorable. But I just wanted to do this to give you a size reference here.
Quantum travel.
Take a look at this. We're going to go to Port Olisar and realize how much bigger Port Olisar is from us. But watch how big that planet gets.
Quantum travel complete.
Bam. I mean, this is a pretty substantially sized place. You know what? Let's get a little closer to Crusader, shall we? Oh, it isn't going to let us. Oh, well. Okay, so we are here for a reason. You guys want to see some ships. Welcome to the Discord.
Landing gear deployed.
So we'll gradually work our way up then. How about that?
Autopilot engaged.
You guys want to see one of the bigger ships, but I'm just going to show you everything without walking you through a little bit. It is a gas giant, that's what I'm saying. So there are facilities actually built, excuse me. Contrary to like the moons or rocky planets where we can explore everything, the gas giants actually have facilities and various things of that nature built on them that are in atmosphere. So somewhere up on there, how I have a rifle out in the Armistice Zone, I'm not entirely certain, but there are areas built on this gas giant that sort of float on the surface of it because of how buoyant it is. So, this game is damn cool. It's gonna be something special when it's out. So, let's go. So this is a Super Hornet, by the way. This is kind of one of the top 3 fighters in the game. Oh boy, why'd I freeze? Oh, don't do this to me now. Oh no. Noob Hub, hello. You came in at an awkward moment. Ah! The joys of the game being in alpha. We've crashed. Server crashed. Server was lost unexpectedly. Okay. That right there is a prime example, everyone, on what's actually going on with this game. Hey, we got friends out here. Oh, Tripod's playing. One of the members of my org. By the way, I belong to an organization called Synchronizers. If you're interested, you should definitely, look into this game, and I can get you in touch with them, and just tell them Wally sent you. The 890 jump. I don't have an 890 jump. I do have a Polaris, though, but I don't have an 890 jump. 890 jump's a pretty cool one. Fail sound.
Invite me.
Wait, are you coming in to join me?
I will.
You are? Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna have to back out to a menu then, and we'll get you in here.
The joys of 30-second delays.
Ah, yes. So, Trevette, are you sitting in the menus then? Well, let me know when you're into the menus, and I will. We'll get you a party invite first. That way we don't got to leave it up to chance again. Yeah, dun 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 dun. Dun. The game crashed. It's a good thing though to see. All right, be aware. The game looks cool. The game's fun to play, but it is an alpha. All right. This is far and away nowhere near being a completed game. You're going to have bugs. You're going to have crashes. You're going to have issues. Understand that right now if you want to get into this game. It's not finished. It's nowhere close to finished. We probably won't be finished for a couple more years. So, Trevette, are you sitting in the menus?
I believe I am.
Okay. We're going to go like this. And pull that. Should have just received that.
Okay, push the right, left bracket.
Yep, left bracket. Hey, Trevette's in the party. Okay, so now, back all the way out into the menus, go in, be in the Australian server bracket, and, full release due in 2079. You know, some people think that might not be far from the truth there, Diddy. And see if it says join on friends, and if it does, what's the server population at?
12 to 24.
Join in. Yeah, it definitely does take a pretty decent computer to be able to play this. That's seriously no joke. Alright, so while we're waiting for Trevette, once you're in Trevette, let me know. That way we can test to see if we're in the correct servers. We're going to explore a couple of my ships first.
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship.
I'm in the same server I just was. Or at least this guy joined in on the same server. I recognize him. We walked past that dude. Alright, and I am on strut Charlie. Okay. Alright, so let's start with one of the smallest ships that I've got.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch
I
platform.
really need to get into the habit of reading what launch platform those are on. I think it said 7 again. 7 seems to be my lucky number. Yep, Diddy, I just got done building my new PC as well. Just for this very specific reason, so I could stream, record, and play Star Citizen, and all this with you guys, and for you guys. Alright. Here we go. Up, 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 up. Left, 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 right. There it is! The Kruger P-52 Merlin. Kind of a cool little ship. Tiny, absolutely tiny little ship. This is currently on loaner because I own the Archimedes. But I will also be picking up a Merlin. I happen to like the Merlins. You can actually, the Merlin right now is one of the few ships you can actually fit inside another ship to take it with you to different places. So, we got a couple guys in my org that are particularly good at that. Slash, it's alright, man, that you gotta go. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you had some fun with us. So, the Merlin here. Pretty small. Pretty compact. Oh my. Am I? Remember what I said about glitches? Well, this is definitely a glitch. I put on my spacesuit, but my spacesuit decided to not wear me. So, yeah, this is, this shouldn't happen. I'm not sure what's going on here. Do I have my, HUD? Did I make it out of the airlock without a HUD? I made it out of the airlock without a HUD. Oh, holy crap. Well now, this is unexpected. Okay. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, the Merlin there. I think the Merlin's damn sexy. She's a cool looking little ship. Oh, come on. There you go. That's a good size reference there on the Merlin. Alright. Good size reference. Try and scroll back here and give you guys the best, widest view that I can. Right? Exactly. Not even great visibility. That's like the best visibility you can frickin' get. Come on. Come on. So yeah, there's a good size reference for you when it comes to the Merlin. She's a nice little ship that I can easily say I'm quite happy to have. So, let's go grab the next size up. It's a snub fighter, by the way, so it cannot actually go anywhere on its own. It doesn't have a jump drive. That was the thing that was putting us through distances pretty fast in the Super Hornet earlier. This thing doesn't have one of those, so it is specifically a parasite fighter. And there's actually a ship in this game currently that is designed to have one of these docked on the back of it. You can't use it right now. We don't even know if you'll be able to use it in 3.0, but it is currently there. Now here's hoping that going back through the airlock doesn't kill me. I don't even have the typical HUD that you would have from a normal spacesuit, or from no spacesuit. Notice that? Like, I don't have a health indicator, I don't have bullets, I don't have nothing. This is a hell of a glitch. I know I put on the spacesuit. I swore I had it. I'll have to go back and take a look at this footage. Well, I ain't gonna touch that spacesuit deal, because this is pretty fun. Alright, here we go! Port Alizar ship deck. What do we got next? Let's bring this one. Seat 7.
Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Now, the next sort of step up for ships is probably going to be this guy. Oh no! We died. I don't know how it did, but it did. So, yeah, the game this time decided that I wasn't wearing a spacesuit. Well, I feel like a noob. Oh, hell. I'm going to be laughing about that one for a while. Okay. We're back. Sorry for the brief intermission. But, oh, it put it on the wrong freaking deck, too. Not on the right deck. Yeah, I am. I'm on deck, Charlie. Okay. Cool.
Welcome to the Port Oligarch
Trevette, is that you?
Please press the
No.
screen to continue.
Okay.
I don't know what shot I'm on yet.
Let's go.
I have to go downstairs.
Let's go. I'm in my suit now. Come on. Come on. So, kind of the next size up in ships is going to be this guy. Now, it's a snub fighter as well, but this one's special. It has a jump drive, so it can go small distances. It's actually a pretty good little ship. It's got a turret under there. It's got some guns on the wings. This is the Origin X85 Limited. This thing is a luxury deal. And actually, the person earlier who had mentioned the 890 jump, this is supposed to be the snub fighter that goes on the 890 jump. Kind of a cool ship. Let's take a look inside the cockpit. Come on.
What dock are you in?
I'm on Charlie 7. This thing's kind of all about luxury.
Origin jump works at your service.
It's got a nice little
Core
dashboard
system
set up.
operational.
And it's a two-seater for snubcraft, too. You can have a buddy with you. It's pretty awesome. Trevette, you got your chat logs
Yes.
open? Oh,
I may or may not have glitched through the floor and now in outer space.
you got to do right alt. Remember? So do right alt, pull up what channel you're in, and click main. Okay? You see that? You do that at all? Yes? No?
I did it. I did it.
Okay. Did you see that pop up in
Yep.
the main chat?
Yep, I see that.
Okay, cool. Perfect. We're in the same group.
But I'm outside.
Alright, well, I'll come pick you up. Maybe. Hopefully. Were you beneath Charlie deck then?
I'm somewhere inside of a wall.
Complete.
Oh, inside of a wall? It's kind of a nifty looking little ship. And landing gear away. It's kind of fun. Kind of cool. The ship is actually quite speedy too. 600 meters per second. It's faster than a Super Hornet. You make it out below the station or no?
Just trying to unwedge myself from this wall.
Oh. Right alt and backspace will kill yourself. Or excuse me, it might be left alt and backspace. So yeah, this is kind of a cool little ship.
Landing deployed. Approved. Pilot assist on.
Maybe we'll have to fly this one out and go do some stuff with it in a bit. Did I land back on C-7? I think I did. Yep, Ot 7. Cool, so go grab something a little bigger than that. Bet you weren't expecting that, Lord Kane. Someone randomly inside here. Wondered why it cycled on me.
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship deck.
So, slightly bigger than that. It's going to be like the Hornet. So, let's go for... yeah, let's go for that one.
Reminder that vehicles left unattended on launch platform.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Where'd you go?
I'm going up to Ot 7 again. You make it out of your hole in the wall?
I was just right behind you, but you just took off without me, and I didn't even see you.
Oh, I just went through the airlock. Hold on. Gotta go find Trevette.
I'm coming.
There will be a way to buy them with... I didn't do that! Yep, it's Tat. Someone on the outside. Okay, weird. I'm opening up the airlock again. I keep getting caught in the airlocks. You do not have to spend any more money than your initial purchase in this game. And your initial purchase is a game package that you can spend $45 on. You'll get a starter ship and the game package to the Persistent Universe. Or for an additional $15, you get the first chapter of the single player missions as well. So that'll bring your total up to $60 like a standard game. Oh my god, someone parked an Argo underneath my stuff. Well now. Right, so there was an Argo underneath my ship. Once again. Alpha bugs. Uh-oh, Tat's now labeled as hostile.
Get him.
No, he's alright. He didn't mean to. It was nothing that he did.
Hello.
Why did it make me look this way? Okay, anyways. Cutlass has a few different entry points. So we can come here to the back and we can lower the main back ramp, or my favorite way to get in is this little red button here. Come on. Work with me here. It's going to lower my side ladder. Come on. Get me into the cockpit of my Cutlass. We're gonna re-land this thing here. I've just become hostile apparently.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Landing request approved. Your systems are online.
Great, so I'm apparently hostile. That's not cool.
Landing gear up.
I hate how even the smallest bump in this game against an against another player's ship or anything like that will make you count it as, you know, an enemy. It's not cool. Hopefully it's something CIG fixes here soon. Okay. Let's get out and let's explore this ship a little bit here. So the Cutlass once 3.0 hits, is not going to look like this anymore. It's getting a major... Sounded like guns shooting at me. It's getting a major overhaul and rework. So everything that you see in here is going to be gone. Come on. Also not a fan of buttons here. Not sure what's going on up there, but so this is the Drake Cutlass Black. It's getting a pretty good overhaul. It's actually gotten a size increase. This whole back ramp's going to be a lot bigger. We'll be able to fit actual things up in here, small vehicles and the like. It's going to be pretty epic. But as you can see, this ship here is a pretty significant step up in size. So we'll go like this. Be sure to try and show you guys here all the... Doesn't like to... I have to scroll wheel out and it doesn't scroll wheel very well. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. The legend. What's going on, man? The man, the myth, the legend.
Corvettes.
Thank you very much for the like. We greatly appreciate it. So, yeah, there you go. You can kind of see a better size reference there on how big I am compared to Cutlass Black. So it's starting to get a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger in ship size as we go. Alright? So, oh hey, check that out. We got an Aurora right there. And that was an Avenger. Oh my god. Yep, I used the proper terminology. Was. Okay, so we're going to go despawn the Cutlass. We're going to leave these guys to it. And we're going to bring out the next big thing. Probably the submarine of Star Citizen right now. Come on. Oh yeah, the dumper depot is going to be one of the stores. It's going to be where we get ship parts. This is the clothing store on Alisar. Kind of cool. We can come in here, we can try things on. Because I want to try on these boots. Shiny white shoes. Hey, we got a... Oh, it's, is that Trevette? I can't see your name. I'm gonna assume that's Trevette. I'm considered a nemesis, so my stuff will fall off in increments of 1 every hour. So, fun, right? And then we've got, you know, shirts that you can try on and all sorts of stuff. So we got jackets and... That's pretty cool. This isn't the big clothing store, though. The big clothing store is down on Area 18, ArcCorp. Hello there, Mercer. Tiberius Mercer. Holy crap. Tiberius Mercer, huh? With a name like that in Star Citizen, you're probably asking for trouble. Just saying. Go look into the lore. It's pretty awesome.
To the Port Olisar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
Yeah, you are kind of a daily customer. You watch a lot of our stuff. We greatly appreciate that, Legend. Alright, so here is the weapons shack. The weapons place is kind of cool. You can inspect. Oh, I can only unequip. But I don't want to unequip because I've got it on my chest, and I shouldn't. Because I've technically got 3 primaries and a sidearm on me right now. Here we go. Inspect. Kind of cool. Put that back. You're wearing a different uniform today. Must be a different guy. George must be on vacation. Medical pens. Gotta go. Diddy, thank you very much for joining us for what you did, and we'll be sure to see ya next time. And then yeah, here's kind of the armor area. Different armor suits. This one yesterday didn't have the helmet, which I thought was kind of funny. So it showed the armor, but it didn't have the helmet with it. So it's kind of cool. All right. Hell yeah, man. If you want to get people to join the stream, by all means, do it. We'd be happy to oblige. And if you guys have anything in particular that you want to see, let me know. It's kind of why we're doing this right now. So up next is going to be my Aegis Retaliator.
Selection confirmed.
Pad C10. That one's got that's a new one because it's monster. The Retaliator is a big ship, guys. It's about on par with a Constellation in size. Trevette, you coming? Oh. Who the? What the? Trevette, you here? Find your way to C10. Boom. Look at that. Look at the size of that monster. Pretty significantly larger than the Cutlass. And actually, this thing's larger than a Constellation as well. But let's get to the other side here and we'll show you guys a better view on the light side. Bam. Big old engine packs and thruster pods and everything else. This thing is a bomber boat. Ah, Super Saiyan is. Okay, cool. What do I think about Elite Dangerous? You know, I don't really have any opinions. I've never actually played the game. I've heard it's pretty cool. I've heard it's a lot of fun. I've got some friends that play it. However, I myself have just never ventured into it. I think it's going to be... I think the two games are kind of vastly different. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, that's got to be Trevette. Trevette must have bought himself some heavy armor. Or heavier armor. Okay. So anyways, the way that you get on the sucker are these. There are these elevators. And when you use these elevators, come down, open up. Too many people on the elevator, I think. I don't know. Alright, let's do this. Boom. So, this is the torpedo boat of Star Citizen. This thing fires monstrous torpedoes. Matter of fact, here they are. These are size 9 torps, guys. Mad, what's going on, man? How many ships do I have? I have a pretty good collection of ships. I couldn't tell you the exact number off the top of my head. I'd have to add it up. But I do know I've spent probably more money on this game than I ever should have. It's kind of addictive in that way. But it allows me to do awesome stuff like this for you guys. So, I suppose I'll be okay with it. So, let's explore the aft end of this boat first. This thing is covered in torpedoes. Oh, Trevette has crashed and left the party by the looks of it. Not sure what this guy's doing. I think he's waiting for me to leave so he can shoot me. Not exactly cool, but whatever. So, we got a turret here. Have a good one. What the? How did you... What the... I don't whatever. Okay, I don't understand, but whatever. So, unfortunately, the turrets are kind of weak in strength right now, and they aren't set up very well in game, so it makes for complications with things. But, yeah, we got that turret. We got a turret on the other side. We've got torpedo rooms and bays, and this ship is actually big enough that we start to get into 2 deck sizes. So this is the rear main bottom turret. So that one inverts you and flips you upside down. I'll show you that. Why not? Let's do it. Oh boy. Bit of a glitch up. Invert, flipped, and stuck out the bottom of the craft. So this thing is very reminiscent of like a think a B-17 off of out of World War II. You know, a lot of gun pods, a lot of bombs. That's kind of what this guy's like. Hey guys, see, we got a lot of viewers out there. So, you know, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for your patronage. We appreciate your support. What the hell? Okay, so the rear turret spits you out every time you use it. Good to know. We appreciate your support, and we're glad to have you back with us. If you're a returning viewer but you're not a subscriber yet, thanks for your continued viewage, and we hope that we earn your subscription here in the future. And if you're brand new to us, well, thanks very much for finding your way to us and hanging out. Means a lot. So, that's kind of the aft end of the ship. Now we're back in the main airlock, and, you know, you've got the bottom airlock and the top airlocks. And so those are kind of how we get in, docking rings and whatnot. And then we've got this door, and for some reason this door doesn't work quite right. But, you know, it's alpha. It's buggy. Then, bam! We've got these big-ass missiles. I'll actually fire these. I can actually do that. I'm going to launch these at enemy ships. So maybe we'll fly out and launch one of those at an enemy ship here shortly. If you come up on this side, you're going to find the shitter and shower. Like I said, this is so big, we started to get into a multi-crew area, and it's long range enough that it starts to actually have living facilities on it. So the Cutlass had a couple of beds, but nothing quite like this. This is when we start to get into the bigger world. So there's the cockpit along with the bottom chin turret. And then that's to upper deck 2. Over here's captain's quarters, however. Captain or pilot, one of the two. Whomever you prefer. Probably captain, since he sleeps alone. He's got a standard size bunk right there. And, you know, not much else. And then, if we go up to deck 2, deck 2 has access to the topside turret. It's got a little viewport window there. It's like this is one of the only windows on this entire ship, right here. And then, you know, we've got the armory weapon racks right here. And then these are crew bunks. How would you like to sleep on something that big? I suppose that's about what it's like in the real world anyway, but my God, not a lot of space there. And then these are like the only other windows on this entire bird. It's starting to get into some decent size for ships. So we got 2, 4, 6, 7 total beds on this thing. So, decent sized crew enough. Can you go to planets? Not yet. Let me specify the yet part of that. 3.0 is going to bring out planetary landing, and 3.0 patch should be happening here in the next month or so. Month and a half. It was supposed to be the middle of that was kind of weird.
Aegis combat assist activated.
Little startup music.
Green.
It was supposed to be about the mid part of August. However, it did get pushed here recently, and it is looking like it is going to be closer to the first part of September. 3.0 is going to bring out a massive change. As a matter of fact, like the cockpits are going to be completely different. You'll have control aspects over individual parts of your ship. They're going to be bringing out Levski, some new missions, basic cargo systems, basic criminality systems as far as everything goes.
Launch complete.
What?
Proximity alert. Aft.
I did not launch my ship, but we'll take her. Let's raise that landing gear. It's a cool bird. It's a big ship. It's a very big ship. So this will give you a good size reference. I'm sitting right there in the cockpit, and then there's the size of the bird. So yeah, 3.0 is going to bring out some pretty major stuff, but we still got a little ways to go for that. Looks like we're red for some reason on part of our craft. Someone must have hit us. Already got a criminal record. I don't need any more of a criminal record. Huh.
Proximity alert. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted. Proximity alert.
Yeah, someone's trying to ram us right now. We're getting trolled.
Proximity alert. Aft. Proximity alert. Aft. Landing request approved. AP activated.
Yeah, someone's trying to ram us right now. That guy right there. Yep. Why am I not surprised? Well, looks like you guys are going to get to see Grim Hex.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, planets, I should make a correction here. 3.0 is going to bring out 3 moons for us to explore, I believe it is. Not necessarily planets, but we will be able to explore planets after a little while. So, as you can see, this place is significantly dingier, darker, and everything else. This is Grim Hex. So we're going to go explore Grim Hex now because some jackwagon decided to ram us. Thought that would be fun. Gotta love people, right? But, meh, could be worse. So, well, welcome to Grim Hex Habitation. I wonder if we're in the right habitation cell for this. Hey, look at this. We are. This guy's kind of cool. We're not entirely certain what happened here, but this guy seems to be only a tad obsessed with Big Bennies. And actually, I've read up on this story. This is the guy that made Benny Henge. So, one of these days, we'll have to go out to Benny Henge with you guys. Amber, well, welcome in, the legend. Thanks for promoting us, man. Yeah, you know, the game does have a few good trolls in it, but any game is going to have trolls in it, you know. If it's worth trolling, though, I must tell you, at least it's going to be a pretty decent game, right? That's the way you got to look at it. So, Grim Hex is the pirate station, or sort of or Star Citizen jail, if you will. It's a little bit different than Port Olisar, but it's pretty cool. I like the atmosphere here. I think they did a damn good job with it. So up on this upper level, you've got all the habitation cells, alright? So if we go down a level, though, we start to get into sort of the shops and the different areas like that. So let's go through here and let's go check out the, I think it's the armor shop. Armor and weapons. Yeah, here we go. Boom. So this is actually where my armor comes from. So if you're interested in getting my armor, you got to go to Grim Hex. And I will teach you guys how to get to Grim Hex super easy. Because if you don't know what you're looking for, you will miss it. I know I had people tell me that before, but man, it really is true. Yeah, you get them once in a while. It just depends. So, that particular person probably thought he was doing the world a justice because I had been labeled a criminal because randomly there was an Argo that spawned underneath my ship. You guys can go back in the stream and see that. But so yeah, so this is where you get the shotgun as well. The Devastator 12 energy shotgun. Everything out here, though, is energy. It's not a kinetic-based weapon. It's kind of a cool shop, though. A lot of fun. Get to see some neat stuff. Look at that. I must be doing pretty damn good as a streamer. I got people trying to promote themselves in my own stream. Haha. Get out of here with that, man. I don't mind you sitting here and viewing and everything else. But man, that's just being greedy. If you want to put in the work, go do your own. So, let's come around here. And up next, I believe, is the clothing store. Oh no, this is just a back road. That's right, this loops back around the station, so. Alrighty. This is the clothing store, Grim Hex, and actually where I'm wearing most of my stuff from. It's kind of cool. I think it's got a little bit better atmosphere, but it's got some awesome shirts. So if you're interested in being a pirate, you know, this is definitely where you... Well, this is where you're going to live, but I just like the shirts. I think that they're pretty awesome. United Empire of Trash. Gutter wash. So, it's got some pretty awesome stuff here. There's a jacket out here that I want to get my hands on, but... Hey, Amber, thanks for the subscription. I greatly appreciate that. Means a lot to me. Boom! Get ourselves a pretty cool looking jacket. Maybe someday. I ain't necessarily interested in having those right now. I got what I want. Feel pretty good about it. Hey, they got an Anvil Aerospace sign. But I find this to be probably one of the funniest things, is that the pirate station has these all over. Shoplifters will be executed to the fullest extent of the law. I just find it amusing that the pirate station has a law. I mean, I suppose it makes sense. Right, I do want to get a pair of these boots, though. Because I do like the boots more. So if I try these on... Yeah, I want to buy a pair of these. So I want to buy. And then you'll see my current balance, how much it's going to cost me, how much I'll have after, what I'm buying, and whether I would equip it or deliver it to. Deliver to isn't an option yet, but there we go. Cool. All right, so Grim Hex has one other really cool place. That would be right there. The bar. Bada boom. You got a pretty interesting atmosphere. A little bit of a dirty place, I must admit, but kind of a cool place to come and hang out. They have done a pretty decent job. So, the lore behind Grim Hex, by the way, for you. Shoes always delivered to your girlfriend. I probably wouldn't get those ones for her then, but you never know. She might like that sometimes. So, the lore behind Grim Hex is an abandoned mining station. And the pirates just kind of moved in. So that's why it's set up the way that it is it's actually a mine. But, oh dang it, I keep meaning, I want to come check out this airlock, but I gotta have my suit. So let's go grab our suit, and let's go explore that airlock, because I haven't done that yet. So, let's go check it out. This is the bar. Main way to get out of here, by the way, are these elevators, which we will take one right now, because I don't remember what habitation I came out of. Actually, I do, but oh well. Assume it's having to call the elevator right now. Yeah, there it is. All right. Let's go up to the landing pads. Boom! So, this is the main area of Grim Hex. So out there's the landing pads. And we've got our airlocks. Main to the elevators. What's off this direction? I don't think I've really explored this direction before. Got a grate. Oh, we got another airlock. Alright, I'm curious. I'll bite. Where's the airlock go? Let's take a look. Oh, it instantly entered me in EVA. Okay. So no gravity out here, huh? Well, that's stellar. What in the world is out here? Just a busted off section of the station by the looks of it. Yeah, look at that. Just a busted off section of the station. So evidently, at one point in time, that was something. Huh. Okay. Cool. Something new to explore, right? So I'll come over here. We'll show you guys the main landing pads of Grim Hex. Then we're going to go in and explore that one airlock. So actually out here is not an armistice zone. There's a ship there. There's a Cutlass there. There's someone else out here at Grim Hex. Really don't want to get engaged in a firefight right now. Okay, cool. Made it back inside. That's good. Legend, thank you very much, man. Alright, here we go. So, back inside Grim Hex, this is kind of the main entrance. As you can see, you know, this used to be at one time a nice facility. But it's just gone to hell. So, let's go explore that one airlock. Woo! Alright, we're back. So, I think it was out the back door of the bar. Yep, back door of the bar leads to over here, leads to this airlock. What? I was gonna say, better let me out. Instantly into EVA. Okay, not cool. Hey, part of Grim Hex I have never explored before. This is cool. Habitation level T4. Stairs down, okay. Store work? No. How about this door? No. No. Wonder what's going on in here. Okay. Are we a level lower than when we were? Thought I heard something. Yeah, this is that entrance level. It's gonna force us into the air chute, huh? Okay, alright. Let's explore the next level. They do a good job with the ambient lighting here. Wish my flashlight was a little stronger. I will say that. So, can you imagine shooter combat in this? It's going to be pretty interesting. Almost need like night vision. Come on. Trevette, that's a good question. Huh, never thought about that before. Is a hot dog a sandwich? It is technically a piece of meat between two buns. Yeah, sorry for going so quiet on everybody here. Just in unfamiliar territory. That bothers me greatly. Where are we? Oh, that's not a cool reference. Game over, man. Game over. Huh. Well, this is kind of cool. It's an area of Grim Hex I've never been to before. How about that? Not bad. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go back up. And I will grab a ship and show you guys how to get here. Easy. Because Grim Hex is something worth seeing. Ugh. Was moving a little fast. Why is the game lagging? Don't lag. Don't crash. Come on. Don't do this. A whole topic earlier about the game being an alpha? Yeah. There's a reason for that. And prepare for gravity. There we go. Well, the game never had a true VR support. It's got, you can sort of go into like a desktop mode in your VR system, and you can kind of view it that way. It does not have a true VR support system in it yet. Someday, hopefully it will, because that'll be awesome. That'll be really awesome. I think what you're thinking about is that it used to support was Track IR, which it supported, and then a patch sort of broke that, and so it didn't work anymore. And then I'm not sure at this point whether Track IR works or not. But be something to keep your eyes open for. Alright, so let's go up, let's grab a ship, and let's oh, that's right, that's the elevator I took. Go back to Port Olisar and I'll show you guys how to get to Grim Hex. Because there's no direct warp to Grim Hex. So you gotta get a little tricky with it. But there is a nice, super easy system to get here. There are other people here, so hopefully we can get on board our ship and get out without getting shot. We're going to take what is one of my favorite ships, my M50 Interceptor.
Selection confirmed.
Because it's also
Your
a damn
is
quick
currently
ship.
being delivered to the launch platform.
I didn't do that. Someone's coming in. That dude was getting shot at. I heard the sounds of an energy repeater. I ain't taking that route out. Oh, man. Just be my day. Have an Argo spawn under my ship. I'd get red. Then I'd get shot at. Or then I'd get blown up. Get sent to Grim Hex. Here we go. Cool. Just my ship's over here in the dark. Maybe I can get up and out before someone will notice me. Come on. Come on. Up and away. Up and away.
Origin jump works at your service. Core system operational. Launch complete.
Whoa, what the hell just hit me? Oh well. Hell with it. Anything except a 350R is going to have a hell of a time trying to catch me. Oh, so I don't get to see Olisar because I'm a pirate. Oh, nope, nope, don't want to do that. Let's go to Comms Array, 306. This is one of my more favorite ships. My M50. Pretty sweet little craft. Not necessarily very good at dogfighting, but still, it's a racer. It's pretty awesome. Okay, let's see here. Why do I gotta be wrecked? So I can't see Port Olisar because apparently I'm a pirate. Let's go to Crusader. We could go blow ourselves up in Crusader's atmosphere. That'd be a thing. But I'm still a pirate, and I'm not sure for how much longer. That was too good to ask for. Could always go to Korea and try to unhack my pirate status, but it's not liable to work very well. Cannot wait to go explore that someday. Big old beautiful place. Yeah. M50 is a pretty cool ship. Definitely a racer. Love how the animation team that they've done. The guy actually moves and stuff. That's pretty nifty. Alright. So, there are a couple of things, by the way, to keep out when you're flying. Thing number one is there's a nice little feature here called G-Safe. Right here. Watch this cycle. G-Safe keeps you from blacking and redding out as easily as you normally would. Without it, this is the end result. Take too hard of a corner. Twist. Up. Up. There I go. I'm out. Nearly an instant death sentence if you're dogfighting. Regain control of my ship. Spin up. And blackout. There's the blackout. The others were kind of red outs. That was a good one. Can't shake that one off too easy. It's not hard to do at, 780 kilometers a second. A lot of G-force gets put on the human body. Red out vision. Done. I'm out. Woo, that was creepy looking. I wonder if I got a direct warp back to Grim Hex now, actually. Never, Yeah, there is. Look at that.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Grim is on the wrong side of the planet from us.
Quantum travel.
We're going to see if we can find Port Olisar. Port Olisar should be this direction. Matter of fact, what are the odds? That is Port Olisar. Slim to none, but better odds than not. So, anyone out there in the stream, you got any questions about the game or anything that's happened so far, anything that you've seen? Because we're just going to be cruising along for a merry minute. Mm-hmm. This thing does have a nice little cockpit. Very well lit. Can't tell if that's Olisar or not. I bet you it's probably not, but probably only got a few minutes left to being in criminal status, so hopefully before long we'll be able to just jump there. Call it good. Right, because, man, wouldn't that be nice? What is my rating on the game? Well, it's hard to judge a game that isn't technically out. That being said, there's a lot that they could work on, in my opinion, and there's a lot that they should work on as far as what needs doing.
Quantum travel engaged.
I think it's going to be a good game, personally, and I've invested a lot of money in it, and I'm looking forward to seeing it succeed. But, I don't know.
Got outlaws.
Crusader security. Oh, they're after me. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I jumped to the wrong sector. Ah! That was unexpected. They blew my ass up pretty good. Now I'm back on Grim. Oi. I'm back on Grim. Damn. So yeah, you know, it's hard to rate a game that isn't technically out, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a very good game. I think, like I said, they've got a lot they need to work on. There's a lot that they could do better, just in general. But all in all, I do enjoy the game. You know, it is fun for what's out right now, especially if you can get yourself in a decent org. It's pretty cool. There's a lot to do. Yeah, I'm still a criminal. You know, there's a funny story to how the hell I became a criminal. I spawned a Retaliator and went out to the pad, and lo and behold, there was an Argo parked underneath my Retaliator. So, of course, the moment I step into my Retaliator and actually I made the mistake of getting into the cockpit, boom, I'm in criminal status. And I'd been at Port Olisar the entire time, not been an issue. And then some person decided it would be fun to ram me. So I found my way to Grim Hex. which is great and grand, you know, and all things cool. I actually wanted to come out here and show you guys this anyway, so it kind of worked, but the scope of the game is pretty crazy. So let me give you some perspective on that scope. All right, we're gonna have some fun here. So everywhere that's actually in the game right now is explorable space. This doesn't necessarily mean that there's anything there to find, and that's something you have to make sure to keep in mind. Can I explain insurance for ships? Yeah, I can probably do that a little bit for you. At least give you a basic rundown on it. I'll do that as soon as I'm done here with the scope of things. Alright, there, Joseph. Hello to you as well, by the way. Oh, hey, this is a perfect time to pull out ye Merlin.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Yeah, come on. Oh, someone's already out there. Well, I would probably agree with you there on the 3.0 making things better and the game not being finished. I think what we've seen over the last 4 or 5 years, though, has been a lot of CIG building the tools that they need in order to make the game better and to finish it faster. And that's something very important that you got to keep in mind is, come on, give me my rifle. Thank you. Is, we've been in on the development of this game since the ground floor, alright? They've been completely open. We've known that the game's been coming out. We've known that the game's going to be a thing. And so we've known before any other AAA title would have even said, hey, this game's coming out. Usually you never hear about a game until a year, maybe 2, before it's released. In our case, we kind of got in on the ground floor, so yeah, we're at a bit of a disadvantage in that sense. So, I think it could, if thing's got kind of a neat sound to it, doesn't it? So it's got, you know, standard guns, right? That are centric with the body, but it also has, take a look at this. Let me do this for you. See that big gun right there? I love it. It's a good gun. I also happen to like this one's weapons computer and everything else substantially more than most. This is a pretty good deal. So yeah, 3.0 will be a good fix to the game. Is it going to be the end-all be-all? No, I don't think so. But anyways, size and scope of things for you. So we're in a Merlin, right? This entire asteroid field is explorable. This moon here is going to be explorable. And there's going to be 2 other moons similar in size to this one. That'll be explorable. Now, you might think, oh, hey, that's not too much. But bear in mind, this is only what is around 1 planet within 1 star system. And I believe they plan on having 100 star systems. There was some discrepancy here recently that people were like, what, there's only going to be 5 to 10 star systems? And that's not actually true. I think they're aiming for 5 to 10 star systems by the time beta launches, I think is what they were after. But there should be, around when everything's said and done and we're going to start seeing more stuff, you will, oh, there it is. There's a red blinker. There's going to be around 100 star systems. So, it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be pretty cool. Now, scope of things as well. Keep this in mind with this. There's no draw distance in this game. if you had a high enough magnification, I could look from here, and I could look all the way over to Port Olisar, all the way out on, you know, where to go. Oh, it's behind the moon now. Oops. So I could look all that distance, and I could see a dude stand there and wave at me. You know, it's just, the size and scope of this game is going to be phenomenal. Now, insurance. Insurance is an interesting principle on these ships. So you can buy insurance with in-game currency, you can buy ships with in-game currency, the whole 9 yards. You don't got to spend anywhere near the amount of money I've spent. Like $60 will get you the game and get you, it'll basically get you everything that you need to play Star Citizen. It'll get you a starter ship, it'll get you, oh crap, that came up quick! Okay, cool. So it'll get you the ship, it'll get you a starter ship, it'll get you... Ooh. Ow, I didn't even hear the missile coming inbound. Right, well I'm smoking hunk of wreckage now. There it is. I've lost my energy guns, so all I have left is...
Big mistake.
Gotta stay on a 6, otherwise I'm lost. As it is, I'm gonna die. I ain't gonna be able to kill this thing.
Recharge of shields complete.
Recharge of shields complete. Well, it only took long enough. Do I got my weapons back? No, my weapons are still gone. Where'd he go? I don't have missiles in this thing. I don't got nothing. Oh, jeez. Well, there I went. He launched another missile at me. Never even heard it coming in. Ah! Oh well, that's what I get for trying to take on a Saber in a snub fighter. I think, yes, we're back on Port Olisar, so I can continue showing you some ships. Now, anyways, insurance in this game. Perfect example. What just happened to me? My ship blew up, and now, say I have insurance on that ship. What I do is, through everything filing an insurance claim, it'll go through and it'll replace what I had insured. Which is fantastic, because you never want to fly a ship in this game without insurance. Because if you say you spend a ridiculous amount of credits buying a shiny new Javelin destroyer, and you get greedy, and you want to take that Javelin out before you buy insurance for it, you lose your Javelin. It's gone. Poof. Dust in the wind. And you don't get it back. See, so now I got less than a minute before my Merlin's back. But that's not what we're going to do, because we're going to show you the biggest ship that I got.
Yay.
The Starfarer. It tends to lag the game when you spawn one of these. Landing pad C00. So, let's find C00. Alright. And let's go take a look at this sucker. Now, the Aurora's not a bad ship, especially for a starter craft. You know, the Aurora versus a Mustang, it just depends on what you're going to do with it. There are some strategies on things that you can do, but the Aurora's not all bad. So, insurance. There are several types of insurance, and you get insurance pretty much on any ship that you buy currently. And that's a good thing. So that'll help you out there. And there'll be different types of insurance that you can get when you're fully in game. You know, there's hull insurance, there's cargo insurance, there's things of that nature. Insurance in this game is supposed to work basically the same way insurance would in real life. If you have a claim, if you have damage, you file for it and you get it replaced. So it's you maybe will never have to use it. And so the premiums that you have to pay are kind of ridiculous, right? They're out there. I mean, it's like, oh, why am I paying this if I'm never going to use it? But it's something that you want to have. Now, the cool thing about insurance, is it's not going to be terribly expensive. They've said as much. They don't want it to be something where you're working for months and months and months and months and months to get the ship. And now you've got the ship, and now you got to work months on end to just afford a month's worth of insurance or things of that nature. They want to make the insurance easy and affordable. That way you can get it. You know, some of the more high-end insurance will probably cost more, yes. But they want to make it easy and affordable just so, you know, the game's enjoyable. So, if you caught it right there, that's part of the Starfarer. So, Starfarer is currently one of the biggest ships that's in the game. The Starfarer and the Caterpillar. The Caterpillar is not as tall or wide, but it is longer than a Starfarer. So, here we go, guys. This is a MISC Starfarer. A MISC Starfarer that is apparently glitched. And we don't get to see much of it. That's not as cool of a view as one would have normally seen. Actually, this is kind of a very rare view. And a rare opportunity to see something. The Starfarer... Oh, yep, there they are. Damn, that was kind of cool, actually. So the Starfarer has these big old refueling tanks behind it because that's what it is. It's a refueling generating ship. And these are going to be able to be swapped out for different things. So the fact that we got to see the Starfarer without those is kind of neat. Got to see what the ship will look like later on. Wow, things are being laggy. I might have to change servers. This is really being atrocious. So, but yeah, this should give you an idea on the size of ships that will be in the game. So, currently the Starfarer is probably about the biggest. Bear in mind, it's pretty tiny compared to some of the larger multi-crew ships. So, yeah, there's always that. And this one's so big, what we're going to do here is I'm going to get in it. Maybe. If it'll render in and load. God, this is being bad. Sorry, guys. And we're going to fly this thing away. Because people like to screw with these. So we're going to come up here to the bridge. We're going to get in the bridge. And we're just going to get this thing away from Port Olisar. Especially so we don't get rammed again. Come on.
Hello.
Come on.
How can MISC help you today? Systems on. Launch sequence complete. Request to land approved. Landing gear up.
So yeah, as you can see, this thing's top speed is significantly slower than most other top speeds. This is after boost speed. Most things will be much faster than this. Yeah, we're moving along at a pretty good clip now, so we'll cruise at this for, yeah, probably about 10 more seconds. Then we'll hop out and we'll take you guys on a tour of the Starfarer. Alright, we should be good now. Also takes a while for this thing to slow down. So yeah, there's a good size reference. So you see me sitting there in the cockpit? That's a Starfarer. Alright. So now, let's get back and we'll start the tour at the absolute basic part of the ship. Game's wanting to be a laggy SOB. It's not cool, game. Not cool. Alright, so if I can get it all. Something's going on with this server. You know what? Hold tight, guys. We're gonna explore this in a slightly better environment. Waiting on screens to load. You wouldn't think that they'd be that hard to load a main menu. Here we are. Ah, yes. My Revel in York hangar. Significantly less lag, much cleaner viewing. Things should work here splendidly. Okay. So. Just gotta remember how the hell you spawn a ship in this thing. By God, I don't remember how to spawn a ship.
There's like a little cursor thing on the bottom, in the middle of the hangar.
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't know where they are. I don't remember how to pull it up. It's been too long since I've been here. I don't remember. Damn it. It was a brilliant strategy that failed miserably. I don't recall how to spawn a ship. I'm a disgrace. I'm gonna go crawl in a hole now and die. Okay. Let's do this here. When in doubt in this game, just start hitting buttons. Odds are you'll find something. Huh. Sure would be cool if I could get my ship to spawn. Wonder what happens if I jump. I do not believe I can jump. Alright, well, that was a failure of an idea. Launching back into the universe. Gonna go spawn a Starfarer. Hopefully give a tour. Hey, guys, by the way, notice bottom left-hand corner of the screen? It's the Millennium Falcon. No idea if it actually is or not. Obviously it isn't. It's a rock. Not sure if it's even supposed to be the Millennium Falcon, but it looks like it. So I could believe that that'd be a cool Easter egg. Loading, loading, loading. Always frickin' loading. Anyways, hey, anybody out there, you got any more questions about anything? Joseph, hopefully I answered your question about insurance sufficiently enough. If you have any more, you know, always feel free to shoot them by me. I consider myself mildly educated when it comes to this game. I don't think I'm one of the best, but I certainly don't think I'm totally a noob.
Welcome to the Port Olizar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue. Please be considerate and avoid obstructing airlocks. Thank you for your assistance.
I think I just legged up the server pretty good with that Starfarer.
This station has been designated as an armistice zone.
Yeah, I really have.
Safety protocols is strictly forbidden.
Holy cow.
Unfortunately, our automated system is unable to access that ship at this time. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Well, that's a first.
Please try again later, or select a different ship.
Okay, let's try this again.
Join the ship share program today and fly together.
You gonna be able to spawn my ship?
For your convenience, our automated ship organization system handles storage of all vehicles. To access your craft, consult one of the terminals located out of the station. We kindly ask that guests exit airlocks as soon as it is safe.
My ship must still be out there somewhere.
Unfortunately, our automated system is unable to access that ship at this time.
Which is it?
Apologize for any inconvenience. Please try again later, or select a different ship.
Okay, which is it? You don't have my ship or you have my ship? Because apparently you have my ship. Weird. It's going to be loaded in properly this time. It is. Such a massive ship. You know what? We're just going to give a tour on the pad this time. I'm feeling good about this server. Probably going to get rammed again. No, 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 no. Don't crush me. Alright. Here we go. So, close exterior, open exterior right there. Pretty cool. So this is the main cargo hold of a Starfarer. If you couldn't guess that already. You're going to be able to store cargo and various other things in here. Currently you can already get Merlins inside here. And so that's how you transport Merlins around. It's not intended for that, but you can do it. If you come forward into this section here, this is actually the old airlock system. No, we aren't moving. Sounded like someone was on my ship moving us, but... So, we've got these, you know, here's the old bottom airlocks. You can get out that way. It's got a couple of ejection pods. This was the old docking collar. This, as such, has been changed. So, we'll see what they do. So, next is obviously going to be Deck 1. I think that is Deck 1. I think this is going to be Deck 2. Yep. A lot of things going on around us right now. So this is Deck 1 here. No, this is Deck 2. Yeah, this is Deck 2. And so if we come over this way on Deck 2 obviously leads to the bridge. What is going on? Why is there so many sounds of ships taking on and off? We're going to take a look around here real quick. I think the Starfarer is bugged. If I had to guess. Yeah, because it doesn't want to move or do anything.
Launch sequence complete. Landing gear up. Landing gear down.
This thing's a bit of a beast to turn.
Request to land approved. Autopilot.
Big old bird. Okay. So, Deck 1. You know what? This is Deck 1. This is in line with the bridge. So, this is Deck 1. That's cargo hold. This is going to be the main pad for all the cargo right there. These side panels swoop valve back around to the rear airlock. The rear airlock is the pathway that leads out to the gantry. You can actually be out here while the ship is moving too. It's kind of cool. So, obviously we could see the big old cargo pods and things like that. So, this is probably where a lot of the fuel refinery stuff is going to take place. Come on, let me out. Thank you. So, you swoop back around here. That's the entranceway to the bridge. And this is how you get into Deck 2. Deck 2 holds all your primary systems in it. So, these hallways look like they're straight out of the Alien movies. Kind of creepy, but kind of cool. Got a couple of escape pods. Hallway leads to another one of the Alien shafts and the rear turrets. You can kind of come out here and see that there are windows and stuff. So behind these doors are the rear turrets. Got a core there. There's a core there. Another sort of airlock room. This is actually right above the airlock room next to the cargo hold. Matter of fact, we can take these elevators down and you'll wind up on the rear gantry right here. Take a look at that. Kind of cool. So let's use this and let's go back up. This is supposed to be the gravity generator, I believe. Usually they spin and such, but they don't for this build. This is the main engine core and reactor. So this bad boy here is what provides all the thrust to the main engine. We got more escape pods and the second hatch that leads all the way down to the tail. Another door. Main hallway cuts across. There's the stairs down. So now this lifts us up to what is the crew quarters of this ship. Yep, this is a big ship. So here's the main top front turret, and then we've got crew quarters. So this is standard crew quarters. Probably supports a lot more people than just what you're looking at. It's got bathrooms, his and her. They look the same, just mirrored, pretty much. Come in here, you've got the galley. Got a Mustang staring at me right now. I'm not exactly a fan of that. So you got the galley here. Got the mess. This is the captain's quarters. So come in here. Captain's got himself a wine rack. And he's got a spaceman blanket. That's right. Captain's quarters gets a spaceman blanket. Pretty awesome. Shitter and shower. External viewport window. I hear that ship hovering above me again. Literally right above me. Look at that. There it is. Hi. Hello out there. What is that? That's a Mustang. No, that's a Cutlass. That's a Cutlass. What the hell's a Cutlass trying to do right now? Damn pirates anyway. And that's kind of it. I mean, you've got a couple ladders over here that lead down, and this leads down into one of these hallways here. So this gives you emergency access to Deck 2. And then you've got another ladder.
Pilot, stand clear and do not engage.
I just got labeled hostile again. People are landing on my damn ship, trying to blow me up, do all sorts of things. And then that brings me down to Deck 2. Well, guys, I think, unless anybody has any more questions or anything like that, we're probably going to call it for the day. That was our very first Citizen Sunday. Someone driving my ship? Oh, we're still here. So, that's gonna be it for our first Citizen Sunday. Thank you all very much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. We're gonna have more awesome Star Citizen videos coming out in the future. That jackass got me labeled as a pirate. If I could, I'd shoot him. But I guess I can't. So that's the thing. What are they doing? I'm really not sure what they're doing. But hey, whatever they're doing, there's a fantastic size reference for you. Remember me standing beside my Cutlass Black earlier? Oh, there's a dude. So there's a guy right there on the wing, right off the top of my cursor. And he's standing on a Cutlass Black. And the Cutlass Black is on top of a MISC Starfarer. How's that for a visual reference? Is this guy gonna try and take my ship? I have no idea what these guys are doing, but it's greatly amusing to me. No idea what they're doing. Whoa! Dude got lit up by security. Look at that. Lit up by security. Get him! Get him! Well, what are you guys thinking? I got any more questions? Anybody want to know anything more about Star Citizen? At least off to today's episode? Alright. Well, I'm going to take that as a no. So, from all of us here at the Misadventures of Buff and Wally, thank you very much for joining. It's been my pleasure today to entertain you guys. And I think we had a pretty good first rendition of Citizen Sunday. So, we'll have to have some fun here in the future and do this a little bit more. Bear in mind, we'll be doing this next Sunday as well. Same time, same place. Starting 9... We'll start at 9 o'clock a.m. Pacific. So that's going to be noon Eastern. And we'll go from there. I guess we'll catch you guys after a while. Have a good one. Thanks very much for joining and watching.